Hello and welcome to the Analog Leftie. My name is Elise. Happy New Year, everyone! I hope you all had a wonderful holiday season with your loved ones. It's been a while since my last video, as I myself was away on vacation for just a little over a month. I've been back for a couple of weeks and I took some time to just decompress and reset. I mean, even if it was a vacation, traveling can sometimes be quite daunting. But now I'm ready to get back to it. And today I figured I'll share with you the stationery items that I bought from my trip. And I'll be doing it according to the order of when I purchased the items. So, the first leg of my trip was to the Philippines. It was the first time I've gone back since moving to Canada 7 years ago. And because I've been away for so long, I wasn't really familiar with the stationery scene yet. So before going there, I looked into what stationery stores were nearby the place we were staying at. So for my very first purchase, and this is the highest ticket item in my haul, is the Sailor Pro Gear Slim Manyo set with the Sumomo ink in the medium nib. There it is. Oh, it's so beautiful. So yeah, I got this from Scribe in Glorieta Mall. It's a lovely shop with a wide selection of fountain pens, inks, and other journaling tools. They also carry Traveler's Company products and brands like Rhodia, Leuchtturm, and Japanese brands. So, what caught my eye the most was their display of sailor pens and pen sets. And they also had a fountain pen buffet where you can build your custom sailor fountain pen, which I thought was really cool. Yeah, so the shop attendant was so kind and helpful when I was trying out different pens and nibs. And eventually I landed on the Sailor Pro Gear Slim with a 14 karat gold medium nib. I loved how my handwriting looked with it when I tested it out. And I just love the warm reddish brown and kind of a green colorway. It's very reminiscent of autumn. As you can see, I still haven't used it. I'm taking my time to sit down and set this up. But yeah, it's quite pricey than what I would normally go for, but I believe it's gonna be worth it and it'll be a great memento for my trip. The next items are these notebooks from Daiso, and I bought two of each. So Daiso has a quite a huge selection of interesting stationery items, but these are the ones that caught my eye the most. So the first one is this A5 notebook with 48 pages and it has a 3 millimeter grid. I've never tried using such a small grid before, so that's gonna be interesting. Yeah, I haven't tried these items yet, but it feels like MD paper texture wise. Yeah, there was a lot of hand stroking the pages involved when I was shopping. Then I got these memo pads and spiral notebooks that are branded as Maruman, which is a brand that you would encounter when looking for fountain pen friendly paper. The most popular one being the Maruman Nemosini or Nemazine. Not really sure how to pronounce it, but yeah, the paper feels good. These are both lined pages, by the way, and the memo pad is perforated. I'm not sure if you can see it from the camera, but yeah, that would be nice for quick tear pages. I wouldn't normally go for ring bound notebooks because I'm left handed, but this doesn't look too aggressive as a ring bound, and I was just surprised to find these in Daiso, so I wanted to give them a try. They're significantly lower priced than the Maruman Nemesis notebooks, so it'll be nice to have an affordable choice that holds up to fountain pen inks. And I really just love going to Daiso for the snacks too. It's a shame we don't have one where I live. But yeah, that was a fun time. So next up are these notebooks from Muji. And like Daiso, we don't really have a Muji store where I live, which is a shame. And while I can shop online, it's cheaper definitely to buy in Manila and definitely Japan because that's where they're from. But yeah, all of these notebooks are from their high quality paper line, which I heard works great with fountain pens. So it'll be awesome to have economical options for fountain pen friendly notebooks. And also, they lay flat, as you can see. Yeah, they lay flat, which is great as a left handed person. Yeah, for the A5 notebook, this will definitely be used for my long form journaling. And I don't have any specific plans yet for the A6 notebooks. I don't know why I got like a thicker and a slimmer one, but yeah, I don't know. We'll see. Maybe they can be like a tracker for like some permanent information that I keep. We'll see. And the last item from the Philippines is not a purchase, but a gift that came with a purchase, is this planner from Uniqlo, which is my favorite clothing store brand. Yeah, so it has a nice cuffy-ish leatherette cover, and as someone who doesn't really use planners, the great thing about this is that it's undated. So, let me just flip to this one. So, as you can see, it has an undated monthly view, and then the succeeding pages would be the weekly views, which are also undated. And at the end of the planner, like the back section, is like a chunk of dot grid pages. So, yeah, I just love how non committal and flexible it is. Like, it's not gonna pressure me to write every single day of every single week. So, yeah, there it is. Next, let's look at the things that I got from the States. I was staying in the New York, New Jersey area. However, I didn't get to go to the stores that I wanted to check out, like Yoseka Stationery and Kinokuniya, because I was also like working remotely while I was there and it was difficult to arrange schedules and stuff. So, a visit to those stores may be something that will be reserved for my next visit. But yeah, so we went grocery shopping at H Mart that one time, and I saw that there was a Daiso next door. And you know what? You gotta take advantage of whatever opportunity you get. And I was curious if the stationery offerings, are any different from what was available in the Philippines. So, yeah, lots of items in common, definitely. But I didn't see these ones in Manila. I got curious about these because they're very reminiscent of the Apica notebooks or the Life notebooks, which are also famous fountain pen friendly papers. And I wanted to see if they would hold up to fountain pens. And if they do, since I got this from Daiso, we have more budget friendly options. Now, this one is an A6 dot grid notebook, and the dot grid is very, very faint, which I kind of like. And then this one is a lined memo pad, a one sided lined memo pad. Interesting. Wow. So, yeah, that's that for Daiso in the States. And yeah, so on one of the days, my sister and I went to Central Park, and then coming from Central Park, we went to the Upper East Side and we came across a Target. So yeah, I was curious what they had, and we decided to check it out. They had a wide selection of pens, which was surprising to me. And I even saw those zebra mild liners that are so popular in the journaling community. But anyway, I got these Uniball Zento pens from the Boho collection. I've never heard of this exact model before, but it looks very similar to the Uniball 1P that I have. And it says here that it has an extended comfort grip, plus a quick drying liquid gel ink, which is very appealing for a left handed person like me. So I'm looking forward to try this out. So our next stop was the Met Museum. And I do love visiting museums as someone who appreciates art and history. And it's funny because, yeah, the Met Museum is famous for the Met Gala, and one of my favorite movies, Ocean's 8, was set in the Met Museum, so I just pretended that I was doing a heist with Sandra Bullock and Kate Blanchett. But anyway, besides that, I particularly enjoyed the Egyptian art section because it's always been my dream to visit Egypt one day. And before heading out, we checked out the shops. And I got a couple of notebooks with the iconic Met logo, one with white on red and gold foiling on black. They're 4x6 notebooks with 64 lined pages, and yeah, very, very nice. As well, I got a sketchbook with Edgar Degas' Dancer printed on the cover. And this will be very nice to take out for sketching. Oh, that's not from the Met. That is a postcard from Levan Bakery. Yes, we went there to get their famous cookies, and they do live up to the hype. But yeah, that's it for the Met. The last item that I got from the States is a Lamy All-Star or AL Star from a McNally Jackson bookstore at the LaGuardia Airport. Guys, the LaGuardia Airport is so beautiful now after all the renovations. The upgrades, very nice. Anyway, I thought I was done with the purchasing, but Lamy was just following me everywhere. Even when I was in Manila, they had Lamy dedicated stores in the malls, at the airport, and I didn't get one because I figured I can easily get that from Canada. And then I saw it again on the way back in the States, so I said fine. But yeah, I got an All-Star and they had it in the medium nib, which I thought was fine because I know I can buy other nibs if I ever wanted to swap it out. I've been writing with this for quite a bit, and I must say it writes finer than what I expected. But I guess it's my first German pen, so I have no other uh, German pens to base from, and I've only been using Japanese and Chinese nibs. So yeah, I'm looking forward to writing more with this one. And those are all the stationery things I purchased from my trip. I just realized how awesome it is to combine two things that I really enjoy: traveling and stationery. And it's still a much better experience to physically shop in a store than online, especially when it comes to trying out new stationery, because it becomes a more tactile and even a social experience. Of course, shopping online is way more convenient, especially when you're just getting things that you always use. But buying things in person makes you engage all of your senses and allows you to be more mindful with decision making, especially when trying out new things. I'm looking forward to using all of these, and I think I'm all set for an entire year with supplies. And I'll definitely be sharing my experiences with every one of you. I feel like 2025 is gonna be an exciting year. If you made it to the end of this video, I appreciate your time and you for being here. Thank you for watching. Thank you for waiting for me after these several weeks of no videos. Take care, and I'll see you on the next one.